All right. Final score Necrons 80, DeathWatch 73. I needed that win. I told you. I was bringing some mean. I was bringing some nasty.
My
Now,
turn next week.
to be fair, we probably could have got another 8 points out of it, but wanted to just kind of get it wrapped up. It's getting kind of late. Fell back onto it. Didn't want to go through all the, okay, I'll charge this here, move that. A win's a win. Sometimes if the battle points don't matter.
Yeah, what you did was all guaranteed.
Yep.
You know, when you start throwing, oh, if I charged here, you can fail a 3-inch charge with a reroll. You know,
Yep.
it can happen. So, in this case, the important thing was just taking the guaranteed win by moving and not doing any damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could have gotten probably an 88, which in my mind is just, I'm fine. I scored a lot of points. That was what I wanted to throw out there. It was, okay, if I'm going to a GT tomorrow, this is what I'm bringing. And I do like it a lot. But first things first, so out of the units you used, anything anything pop out that you said testing stuff to maybe get in your GT list?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm very happy with my GT list. I don't think I need to. Desolators are good, but they're kind of fragile. You know, they can hit pretty hard, but they do still have some range issues and movement issues. And you can't put a captain with them, which is kind of makes them. I mean, they're strong still. There's a reason I haven't been running them in my competitive list, and I think in certain matchups they're great, and in certain they're not as good as you like them to be.
Can you pick them off the table and deep strike them back in? It would have to just be a single unit.
I could, but it'd be one CP to do that.
And it would be one single unit.
Yeah,
okay.
Because it's not a kill team. So I can use the teleportarium strat on. Like I said, I put the enhancement on the biologist that was with the eradicators that allows me to deep strike the unit for free. I could have tried that on the desolators to see how that works. I don't think I would. Yeah, I'm not really happy with the eradicators because to really get them to work, you have to be close. What I like about my competitive list is I have a bunch of crack missiles that are 36-inch range, and I can make them even 42-inch range. So I can get eyes on things and shoot them from far away and not put those units at as much risk.
And stay constantly mobile.
Yeah, because everything you had, especially your spiders with their 18-inch range, they would just be able to tear through most anything because they're devastating wounds. They can cut through anything. So it's hard for me to use a lot of this stuff and still stay from a safe distance. So I don't think it's bad. Like desolators are solid, eradicators are solid, but I just rather run Terminator squads that have 3 cyclones in them.
And then the jump infantry guys.
Yeah, I didn't play very well.
I think the 5-man was a little too big and bulky, but those 3-mans.
Oh, the plasma inceptors are still great. Yeah. Trying with the bolter inceptors. When I went after your Lich Guard in turn 2, I didn't get enough eyes around the terrain, so you were able to pull the ones that were in the train, and I wasn't able to finish the squad. Otherwise, I would have finished the squad between the Inceptors and the other kill team. I could have finished the squad pretty easily. But there's definitely a misplay on my part. But Inceptors are strong with their short, deep strike range and just their volume of shots. They're sustained hit 2 with the bolter ones.
Wow.
So if you put Oath of Moment on them and you're fishing for 6s, you can get a lot more hits than you actually have shots. So they have some potential. I just think for the way I'm running things, I like the kill teams and I like the Terminator squads and the Cyclones. So they're fine. They're good. I'm going to stick with what I've been running. How do you feel? Anything you would change in?
So I got a couple of things I'm going to tweak, just with like enhancements and stuff like that. But all in all, I'm pretty satisfied. The Triarch Stalker did exactly what I wanted it to. Hit a unit early on, take away cover, and then let my Doomstalker do the work. And I was able to keep your Desolation Marines constantly trying to resurrect. The Lich Guard that I moved out there, like, yes, you hit them super, super freaking hard. And we're able to really reduce them down and bring them back. Honestly, at some point with something in some units, I would have gotten that piece of terrain and hit and been able to slow something down. The fact that I was able to get so many units to not be able to shoot at me was awesome for me, but also a testament to just how much damage you did. You know, if you didn't roll hot, 1 or 2 got Lich Guards there, boom, there you go. You know, different strokes on that turnaround. Scarabs actually did something this game. Very, very efficiently did something. We're able to just sweep the outside and score me a bunch of secondaries.
Yeah, as long as they stay hidden, people aren't going to put any effort into them.
Exactly.
So they stick around till the end of the game. I don't think I killed the single scarab all game. So they will boogie around.
The 6-man might be able to be dropped down to a 3-man, but I do like having, I mean, it was nice to have that bigger, bulkier squad to just so, okay, if you do hit this squad as it's crossing through a dangerous spot, if you do hit it, you're not going to completely rip it apart. But I mean, I lost a Scarab. I blew one up over there, and I was back at full size. Died easily. Yeah. So I don't know. That's one that I may think about just for some little tweaks. I liked the combat Lich Guard too. It was nice to have them in there. You know, the shield guys did what they were supposed to do: be big, bulky, and hard to kill. And they moved in the middle. And once you killed them, here comes the guys that can actually do the damage at full strength. 10 guys, bam, and sweep.
Yeah, and they're still really durable. I mean, they still have a 5-up feel no pain. They're still neg 1 to wound. You know,
and with a lot of things being AP too, it's like, okay, I'll get a 5-up instead of getting a 4-up. I get a 5-up. So they're really still, and I'm not going to do the Orkin Man in there for the 4-up invul. I know some people do it. I'd rather have a save, 5 or 6, whichever, and then the feel no pain off the techno. That's just how I'm more comfortable with it. And canoptic spiders. Doom and gloom. Doom stalkers did work, and man, the spiders did a lot of work.
Yeah, you have a lot of damage output, and even though I was whittling down and killing them, it just one Doomstalker can still just pop off and get a lot of shots, or one 2-man squad of the spiders can do a lot of work. The fact was that I wasn't able to chew through your damage stuff quick enough because it was still working against me till the end when I had barely anything left on the table.
Yeah, most definitely. But yeah, no, I'm very, 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 very happy with the list. I considered the Tomb Blades over the spiders because they do have an invuln. You're basically getting the same amount of wounds.
Over the spiders or the scarabs?
Over the spiders. Tomb Blades with their particle beamers, because it'd be 6 particle beamers instead of 4 particle beamers. Exact same gun, blast, everything. But they're toughness 5. They're 2 wounds apiece. And to me, they're just a little more fragile. You know,
they don't have a combat profile either. Right?
Oh, they don't have any combat profile.
Yeah, the spiders hit really hard in combat.
And they can tank shock.
Yeah, they can tank shock.
So that was kind of where I was at. I was like, ooh, do I go after 2 more particle beamers to do more damage that way? But I just feel like the Tomb Blades are still just a little bit too fragile, even with the 5-up invuln, that it's like, oh, okay, you get that, but every 2 wounds takes a particle beamer away. And pew, 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 pew. Next thing you know, they're dead. Yeah, they're -1 to hit. There's an argument to say there, but again, like you said, combat, spiders can punch. Spiders can fight. So, well, I think that's about it. I think it was a pretty much close-cut case. Mission complete, Necrons. Glad that I could give you such an opportunity to test new units against and just run into the wall.
Right, yeah.
You know, aren't I a nice friend?
It was very generous of you.
I appreciate it. But no, it was a good game. It was fun. I'm glad to see that.
I mean, it was still super close, too.
Yes,
7-point win.
And with the new changes to Necrons, still worked just fine.
Yeah.
Still worked just fine. Lich
Guard
they were
still
very
just modest and I think expected, nerfs to the
data sheets when this stuff happened. Yeah. I mean, even with the Reanimator wasn't so bad. The Lich Guard and everything there wasn't so bad. You know, you're tipping the scale and deleting a couple more Lich Guard from it. And I think that's okay because before you were able to, you could basically turn it over your opponent, just did absolutely nothing. So, all right. I think that's about everything I got here to say. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy the battle report, and we'll talk to you again soon.